Recording. Hello folks, shaky cam, because I'm holding the camera in my hand. You'll figure out why in just a second. This is a direct response to the cross man. Again, that's something you'll figure out as we go along. I just want to respond to some comments he posted to my channel. Why he's posted them to my channel and not directly to one of my recent videos, whatever. I think that's part and parcel of the game. Not that I'm involved in any game, but he obviously thinks he is. If it's a he, I don't even know if it's a he. I'm presuming from the style of language, but anyway, yeah. First of all, I'll show you the comment and read it out. This is also so it gets a screen capture, just in case the comment is deleted. Because I know you've got a habit of deleting your own comments, which is somewhat duplicitous. Let's put it that way. But you see, I've still got a copy. I've still got screenshots and captures of the comments anyway, so whatever. Yeah, I'll show you this. Wait for the camera to readjust to focus. Hold it with both hands. Might not be as shaky cam then. Can we get focused? Yeah. You asked me where my vids are. That seems to be a singular question all on its own without a question mark, or more of a rhetorical question, I'd say, really, judging by the language. You asked me where my vids are. Yes, mate, I've been to your channel quite a few times. There are no vids of you yourself speaking to camera to prove in at least some manner that you are a genuine person, channel user, YouTube user, whatever. No, you are just a name on the interwebs with a YouTube channel, so you could be anyone and everyone, but we'll come back to that. So yeah, I'm still asking you, where are your vids, mate? Do you still believe that decap BS because Chunky says so? Again, I think that's a singular rhetorical question, not so much a question, more of a derogatory statement. Do I still believe that decap bullshit because Chunky says so? Okay, I'm presuming that you are alluding to Chunky Mark would often say things along the lines of the classic phrase of off with their heads in reference to the royals, etc. Is this an attempt to just get me to talk in violent language, to try and steer the conversation towards things like beheading? Is it just in reference to the royals themselves? Do you think that the royals need to be decapitated? You know, the old guillotine and all that lot. What is this question couched as? How is it framed, and why is it being asked? At the same time, you obviously haven't listened to... I've been doing a YouTube channel for around 3 years. Over that 3 years, I've put up various stuff, and I've also taken it down again. Not because there's anything wrong with it, just because the style of the way I'm doing things has changed as I've gone along. As I've changed what I'm doing, I've changed what's on the channel, etc. I've talked about this kind of stuff lots, long before Chunky got started, and at the same time, you're presuming and assuming, and that makes an asset of you and me, that I support every single little thing that Chunky says, and you could apply that to any of the other channels that I follow, any video that I post a comment to, any video I click like on or favourite. That's just a ridiculous assumption, mate. If you think that somebody absolutely supports stuff 100% that anybody else has said, their opinions or whatever, that's just asinine. Just because I click like on something, it doesn't necessarily mean I 100% agree with and endorse it. I might 90% agree, 80%, 70%. I might not even agree, but I think the information is worth sharing to others. Therefore, I click like, because the way the YouTube works especially, but a lot of these social media interweb sites, when you click like or favourite, that means it shows up to your subscribers, so other people get to see it if they may not have encountered it via other means. That's the whole point. So, Do I believe that decap bullshit because Chunky says so? Again, you're assuming that I am following celebrity worship kind of idolatry of just because Chunky says it, it means I believe it. Again, asinine, very couched language, very leading, very much sophistry, but a very poor attempt at sophistry, and most of your comments are really. Tell you what, you're a genuine mug. Sorry, get the camera in focus. You're a genuine mug, or you were getting pay, soz pal. Are you accusing me of being a shill or an agent or something like that? If you are, mate, just come out and say it. Because, yeah, again, asinine. Again, leading. Again, framed, couched, sophistry. Yeah, go away. You try to keep your footprint down on net, but have a show what? Question mark. Again, leading, couching, you're attempting to create a competitive, argumentative conversation. Well, it's not even a conversation, you're just attempting to elicit argumentation or competitiveness. Yeah, I've talked a lot about that in my previous stuff, in my shows, and why I attempt to have a somewhat limited internet footprint. I don't go to any major lengths and stuff like a lot of people do, using alternate operating systems and Tor and stuff like that. I don't bother with all of that stuff. I'm not attempting to hide myself from the man, because there is no point, because I know for a fact that everything is hardwired into the system. So whatever you do online, if they really want to track you, they can. I'm not attempting to hide myself from the man. I'm just attempting to have some kind of veneer of privacy so that I don't get some crazy loons hassling my family or friends. It's as simple as that. If you don't understand that simple principle of privacy, I'm not sure why you're looking at the kind of stuff that I do and the kind of channels that I follow and promote. Why you're looking at that kind of stuff. Again, couched, framed language, I feel, certainly seems this way, attempting to elicit argumentation, competition. Can you understand my writing, or is it too difficult? It's not too difficult, because I can manage to understand it, but it is very poorly written. Your use of grammar and punctuation is pretty bad. Yeah, you write in this staccato fashion, which is very disjointed, and it's very much like you're somewhat referring to a crib sheet or note sheet of, oh, he doesn't like this kind of thing, so mention that. Or, oh, he supports this particular channel, Chunky. I know you've got a bone for Chunky, so whatever. Yeah, you write in that kind of staccato fashion. So is it too difficult to read? No, but it certainly takes a little bit of reading a couple of times so that you can sort of get the gist of what it is you're trying to say. Simple as that. Yeah, it's understandable just about. Bag on the head one statement and don't be afraid the next. Sort it out. Again, you're attempting poorly to cajole me into saying certain things, cajole me into being following a certain polarized opinion or mindset. What is this? Again, have you really listened to the stuff I've done? When I've talked about the bag on the head thing, that's me trying to get across to people the importance of just how bad things are getting. And do you really think it won't happen in your own country just because there's a Union flag flying over your particular country? You think it won't happen? That is asinine. I'm not saying that to say that people should therefore not do anything. And being afraid is, again, something I've gone over lots of times before. Fear is not your enemy. You just have to learn to work through it. You don't get rid of fear. You don't be unafraid. Being afraid is part and parcel of being human. For those people that say they're not afraid, it's okay, they're either living in denial or they're somehow incapable of dealing with what it is they're facing. So they live in this little fantasy rose-tinted glasses bubble world of unicorns and fairies and stuff. Again, that's the kind of thing I've mentioned a lot. I've talked about a lot. So again, bag on the head one statement and don't be afraid the next. Hello, McFly. Yeah. And I've also taken note of the fact that he posted this 5 hours ago. As on a Sunday, as I do most Sunday, I'm away from the computer. I'm out. I'm doing stuff. So I get an hour or so before I go out. I'll check on the latest uploads. And today there just happened to be a Chunky Mark video. I clicked on it. I clicked like on it. And that was probably about 5 or 6 hours ago. So this guy has probably seen that there was some activity on my channel today, and it just so happened to be another Chunky Mark vid. And you've got a bone for Chunky, haven't you? So you then think, oh, it's time to post some more cajoling statements to attempt to lead to an argument or whatever. Yeah. 5 hours ago you posted these comments. Like I said, I'm doing it via the camera like this so that they are captured, because I know that you've deleted some of your own comments before. Redeem yourself, magician. What? Redeem myself for what? Are you implying I've done something wrong that I need to redeem myself for? Why are you calling me magician? I don't call myself magician. Why are you calling me a magician? Where'd you get that from? I've had some quite long, extensive chats with another guy that I know, another YouTuber. I spoke to him via Skype. And a lot of the language you're using is very similar to some of the language he uses. And the way you've written some of these comments that you've posted, different comments that you posted to my videos, the language is very, very similar. So what is it you're trying to say to me? Again, you're trying to imply that I've done something wrong that I need to redeem myself for, without any decent explanation or context that makes no sense other than you are accusing me of something. Or don't you want to come up? Again, pretty much not understandable, comprehensible. What? Don't want to come up? Come up where? And are you implying that you somehow have some authority or answer or jurisdiction to redeem me, to touch me with the oil of justice, to prove me worthy? Again, this is inciting competitiveness. It's like the two dogs fucking syndrome. You're trying to climb on top, climb on top, climb on top. I don't play those kind of competition games, right? I don't play that kind of sophistry. I know how to read through that kind of sophistry, which is why it doesn't wash with me. It's just bullshit. You know, you're talking about bullshit. This is just bullshit. So, if anything, it's, yeah, anyway, enough of pointing camera at words. Put the camera back on me if I can, without wobbling too much. Yeah, so this is hopefully not coming across too much of a rant. I'm trying not to rant because I'm trying to take this with somewhat openness. Yeah, I'm open to listening to what people are saying, whether that be critical or not, whatever. But you know, you're saying, you asked me where my vids are. How are you in any way proving yourself to be a genuine person to me? Anybody will be able to view this video. Anybody who's got access to the internet and YouTube will be able to view this video and could see and hear me talking direct to the camera. That's a level of reassurance that I'm a genuine person. You don't want to offer that, but you're trying to cajole me into doing something that you want. You demanding a video off me every day. Where did you get off with these demands? Who are you to be making demands of me? What? So yeah, I'll leave it at that. If you watch this, this is some of the just interesting backwaters of the YouTube. Nothing to see here, folks. Keep looking. With all the crazy stuff that's going on, all the stuff to do with Syria, and you're posting crap like this to somebody's channel. What? Yeah, I think you need to reassess a little bit there, mate, you know. Yeah, priorities a bit all over the place. Yeah. I shouldn't get too condescending. Yeah, take care, folks. Take it easy.